It's not
From
good enough.
aviation fuel scarcity, dollar shortage, hike in airfares to trapped funds, the aviation sector in Nigeria has faced a torrid time. Now, the federal government has threatened to shut down domestic airlines over multi-billion naira debts. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, said airlines owe the federal government 19 billion naira and $7.6 million, which they have refused to pay despite receiving the money from customers. The airlines have 30 days to pay and have their licenses suspended. Here we go again. You know, when Emirates threatened to leave, you know, most people fly Emirates and everything. And so the CBN governor the next day had to make a categorical statements. We pay in naira, and Emirates, they quit their money. They want to get it out of the country in dollars and everything. And this is local airlines now. And from time immemorial, I can't remember, there was a time I had something to do with FAN. I know that these airlines, they are always owing FAN, NCAA, that check up the billions of naira at any given time. It's been a long battle, but they will always collect this money in terms of ticketing.
So how come that it always happens? Then there must be a problem with the system that allows that to happen from time to time without check over the years. So there must be a problem with that system. What are we doing with that system? Now, with all that NCA has said, these operators are also saying that they should not allow themselves to wash their dirty linen in public. That if they begin to also say the things that NCA is doing, that they are not supposed to do to them, that the whole world,
that's the regulator.
that the whole world will know what is happening. So you can see from that response that there are some things happening between both the regulators and the operators that are not ethical, or things that, you know, that cannot promote good business relationship. And I think that is the problem that they should face. Because you can, if you do business, you should pay for it. You should pay. Once you have collected dues from customers, you should be able to remit that to the appropriate authorities. Why do you keep on holding on to such money and nothing is done? And after this now, even after this threat, what will happen? They will still go back and say that let us discuss among ourselves. Why? Because the regulatory authority also has probably failed in some of its duties, and you know, and it must have been seeking the understanding.
And that could be dangerous.
Yes, and that is what I can. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is what I can see.
People fly in the air, and we need safety and all that.
Exactly.
Let me
the regulator
give this example, and I believe this is the scenario there. When you put your child in a school, and there are two scenarios. You are a fee-paying parent. You pay promptly, regularly. If you see infractions or things that is not pleasing to you, you speak out and you complain. And they quickly listen to you because they don't want to lose you. On the flip side, is a parent that is always owing. When you owe and you now see some complaints, you won't be able to talk. Because ordinarily you are a problem to the school. If you talk too much, they can ask you to take your child and go away. That's what I see in the drama. You see, and don't forget what just happened, NBC and some TV stations. It's examples. Where people, the passengers pay.
Abi?
Promptly.
We don't pay instrumentally.
Not instrumentally. So all you need to do is calculate what is due to the various agencies, give it to them. If you do that regularly, the issue of NCAA or any agency not living up to expectation will not arise. Because if I pay you regularly, I do all I have to do, I'll complain. But they have been keeping quiet all along, managing whatever the agencies do to them, because they also are failing in their remittances. So now, what do we have? we have a situation whereby the agent, the authorities, the regulatory body is saying we can no longer continue to have you. And then we are hearing music like, if you don't let us talk. It is high time they talk. Let them talk.
Let everybody talk.
All of them should talk. There is no way you will run a sector like the aviation industry in this manner. If monies are not being paid, certain things that concern safety are not being done. And then the life of the passenger are at risk. And you know the most dangerous part of all this? Tomorrow they will not pay. NCAA will say we are revoking their licenses. And we Nigerians will shout, why? You see now, you have started again. Not knowing that at the end of that chain, we are the most concerned. It concerns us more than any other person because we are the one flying. See, we must understand how these things work. Let the airlines do the needful. They can meet with the authority and say, okay, let us design how we offset this debt. This idea of don't let us talk will not work. That's blackmail.
So this is counterproductive.
It will not work.
When you look at the FS, somebody was saying it earlier this week that sometimes last year, you can get a return ticket to Abuja for 30,000 naira if you book online.
Yes.
If you book ahead of time and everything. Look at the situation now. If we don't have 100 and something thousand naira for
2130, can't go nowhere.
I think also part of the problem with the regulatory agency is the fact that these people also are not getting their FX at official rates, which is also a problem, which shouldn't be. It's part of the problem.
CBN should come to your rescue.
CBN should have, and because it's like the Yorubas will say, "Amokun eru ewo."
I'm now looking at the
You
top.
are looking at the top. A lot of things are really wrong down, and unless they actually look at everything and try to solve it, let CBN allow them to get FX at official rate.
Okay.
After all, they are part of the people that should be getting it at the official
Honestly.
rate. Yeah. So maybe that will help.
To make it available.
Yeah.
How about for these international airlines that people pay their money, they have $400 and something million trapped in the country? How will
I think CBN has.
The CBN is taking some steps. Fine, good. But there is still need for a lot of discussions. Don't forget that there is an angle to it that we should consider.
So from tomorrow, the Emirates will stop flying?
No, they'll find it. I think they.
I even think now they are saying that I read somewhere today that for British Airways that you have to now buy your in dollars.
In dollars.
As a customer.
So you go get
in Nigeria now.
Yes.
And then we'll pay more.
I'll go and look for dollars.
Because they are now going to collect naira from you.
Because it is becoming difficult to get CBN to help them evacuate their fund.
Which is.
And I was told that some people will have to go to Ghana to fly out of the country on international routes.
And it's cheaper.
That is cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, it may eventually become cheaper with the way things are. But I think it is part of what we are saying. There is a need for an holistic view of the whole development, and we must find a way. That sector needs attention. And then, because people keep moving. Local flights is a problem today. It's becoming a problem today because the roads are no longer safe. If you must move now, the safest thing is to fly so that you avoid being kidnapped along the road. So, and now, to get money to do that is a problem. The airlines are threatening. The authorities are saying, we'll shut you down. We must find a way of doing things that will make life easy for our people.
All right.
Every day it's becoming more and more difficult to live in Nigeria. And it's